Hello, welcome to this set of videos on how to answer exam questions. Most of you probably think that you already know how to answer exam questions. You just scribble down the steps and so forth. But in most cases, many students do not know how to answer properly exam questions. And the CSEC examiners always ask you to show your steps of your calculation clearly. Show them how you got your results. You get marks for that, and they can see step by step how you got your answer. Now here's an example of a question from a past CSEC paper. Express 1/32 over 150 as a percentage. So you have to express that as a percentage. You have to calculate 7.5% of 160. That's part B. And part C, you have to find the average of five numbers. If one of them is 11, and the average of the other four numbers is 6. Now, to gain the maximum benefit from this course, instead of sitting passively and watching this video on your screen, on your computer screen, you need to be actively involved in learning. By that I mean you need to actively recall and actively do the problems. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. When you make mistakes, you learn faster. And when you learn from the mistakes of others, you learn even faster. So, first of all, take out your notebook, pause the video, and start working out these problems. Then afterwards, you'll be able to watch the video and see how the solutions are arrived at. And you'll see step by step and hear the explanations. And then you compare what you have done with what you see on your screen, and you will retain much more of what you learn. Most students sit passively in a classroom and listen to the teacher and think they know it at the end of the classroom session. Unfortunately, they discover come exam time that they can't recall what they heard in the exam in the classroom. There's a saying, a Chinese saying, which says, I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. So bear that in mind. Pause the video and do the exercise. Great, have you done so? Now, what this question is testing you is your understanding of percentages, how to work with percentages. Given a fraction, here you're given a fraction. Here you're given a fraction and you're asked to express as a percentage. So what the CSEC examiners are testing is your knowledge of percentages and fractions, your ability to convert from one to the other, and to show your calculations clearly. So let's see. The first step, express 1/32 as a percentage. It should be easy. Now, this is how the CSEC examiners would want you to express the solution to that problem. 1/32 over 150 will be equal to 1/32 over 150 multiplied by 100 over 1, which is 100%. You are showing the CSEC examiners clearly how you move from this to that. And the calculation you get is 88%. So you are showing the examiners clearly how you arrive at your solution. Okay, so that's how you answer that type of question. Let's look at the other part. Calculate 7.5%. Let's minimize this. 7.5% of 160, you rewrite this expression 7.5% in decimal format like that, and then you multiply by 160. When you show the examiners your work in this form, you'll get full marks for each question, rather than just jotting down the answer. Now let's look at another example. Find the average of 5 numbers if one of them is 11 and the average of the other 4 numbers is 6. By the way, did you get that? Did you get the answers? Getting the answers is good, but you need to show the steps clearly. So find the average of the 5 numbers, one of them is 11. So this is how you express it. The total numbers, find the average of the 5 numbers if one of them is 11. So total of the numbers would be, excuse me, one of the numbers is given as 11. So you have 11 there. And the average of 4 and the average of the other 4 numbers is 6. So the 4 numbers multiplied by 6. So you have 11 plus 4 multiplied by 6. So 6 by 4 is 24 and 11 is 35. And the average of the 5 numbers would be therefore 35. 35 divided by 5, which is 7. So you have shown clearly how you arrive at the answers, and you are very likely to get full marks.